Well, g'day. Welcome to Stu's Amazing Race. My name's Stu Harrison, coming to you for the Badlands of the western suburbs of Melbourne. Now, if you're tuning in for the first time, congratulations, it's the first video. Here we go. Stu's Amazing Race, New Zealand in one day, from the top to the bottom, Cape Reinga to Bluff. Now, the question is, can you run from the top of New Zealand to the bottom, seeing a sunrise and a sunset in one day? We're about to find out. Now, of course, for those history buffs out there, Kiwi fanatics, Kiwiana, we're going to work through the Māori, sacred Māori myth, legend, whatever, respect of course, of Maui, who chased the sun, who famously caught the sun and slowed it down from the east to the west to ensure that you could have a more productive day, apparently. Anyways, I will have a diatribe about that when we get into New Zealand. So here I am in the western suburbs, just doing a bit of a warm-up run before the big gig, the big event. I'm very lucky. I live out in the beautiful western suburbs of Melbourne, and I have a running track, my own custom-built, personalised private running track. Check it out. Three and a half Ks circuit around. I live at one end, run around the other, do a few, do a dozen laps, and away you go. So anyways, welcome to my channel. This is a precursor. This is like a prequel, because a year ago, 12 months ago, September 22, just after the Queen, actually as the Queen was being interned, I achieved a lifelong goal of running around the world, 9 runs, 9 countries, 9 days. 999. That might be the long distance cousin of the devil, who knows. Anyways, dad joke. That was a life goal, and that got me hooked and addicted. Maybe there's something into doing stupid fun runs around the world. Now, of course, you can just come for a Joe average ordinary run around your backyard like this. Check out nature. Funny enough, I have actually, my son and I ran into a snake, literally. In Australia, there's snakes everywhere, including where there's water, and we came up to one just up over here, just next to that tree, as it slithered off. That was last year. Anyways, I digress. Snakes. Okay, so you could just go for a fun run anywhere. How boring. What I've decided to do in my middle-aged years is to think about epic locations around the world and to mix fun runs with sightseeing. Now, that sounds like a good idea. You can mix healthy exercise with seeing epic parts of the world that you've always wanted to see. So I've got about a list of 100 different runs that I want to do, and over the next few years, we're going to do them all, slowly, 1 week at a time. Anyways, the first cab off the rank was running the length of New Zealand, my home country initially. I am Australian now. I've lived here for 24 years or something. Clearly I'm only 25. Anyways, we're going to run from the top to the bottom, because why the hell not? Just do it. Let's see if we can actually see a sunrise and a sunset in the month of September, which is a bit of a challenge because we're kind of only in the beginning of spring. Anyways, I'm on a fun run. I'm warming up. Shall we continue the journey? So one of the other interesting tidbits is, after running around the world, I started preparing for a marathon at the beginning of 23, and from that I aggravated an old ankle sprain injury. Sent me off to a surgeon, stopped me running for about 4 months, and I'm only just at the end of my recovery period. Well, I'm still technically in it, but I've been restricted to running half an hour on a treadmill. Today's the first day I've been able to run outdoors for 4.5 months. So, not much preparation for doing a half marathon in New Zealand in a few days' time. Anyways, you just got to toughen up here. Stu's Amazing Race, we never quit. Now you're probably also wondering, why do I call the channel Stu's Amazing Race? It's quite simple. I'm a massive fan of the show The Amazing Race, and that's where the idea came from my epic run around the world last year. Run through all these different destinations, and instead of doing crazy challenges at every stop, I had to do key sites that I've always wanted to see, like the Louvre in Paris and the Eiffel Tower and Sunset Strip in LA. Quite a few cemeteries as well. So I call it Stu's Amazing Race because I like doing epic little fun runs in crazy locations. Epic locations. Because life is for living. Well, good morning at Melbourne Airport. It's a beautiful September morning here. Check out the sunrise. Let's go and check in for this flight to Auckland. So we're transitioning over to New Zealand through Auckland, of course, biggest city, before we make our way slowly up to the top of the North Island. Final destination today will be Kerikeri, which is also referred to as the Bay of Islands Airport. The Bay of Islands, doesn't that sound good? Peak hour traffic here in Auckland, Melbourne rather.
Good morning.
Well, good morning. It's a sit rep, and we're here at the beautiful Qantas Club at Melbourne Airport, having a breakfast of champions. Compulsory fruit, 2 coffees, and of course some water. Let's set that down there. It's going to be an exciting day. It absolutely is. I haven't been to the northern part of New Zealand for 1988, I think it was. Family trip up there, I think, with my brother and father. Yeah, this is going to be an amazing trip. We're really looking forward to it. So I'm going to dive in, have some fruit, charge me up, and do some work, and then I'll check back in with you on the plane. So here we go. Beautiful Qantas, take me to Auckland. Well, welcome to Aotearoa, the land of the long white cloud. Or as a previous staff member I used to work with used to say, the land of the wrong white crowd. Anyways, bad jokes aside, that was interesting, wasn't it? Below 20,000 feet, I'll try and get the footage of it. We had the water condensation coming through the emergency exit window. That was fun. And then of course we did a go around. We got low and slow, below 1,000 feet, and so we went round. There you go. Bit of fun, but check out Auckland. It's put on a beautiful spring day. Anyways, let's get ourselves through immigration. We'll walk over to the domestic terminal, get wet doing it probably. Get ourselves a coffee, and all be good. All right, see you soon. So one of the cool things about Auckland Airport, there's only really a couple of them really, is that you can walk between the 2 terminals. There's still a bit of a distance, and you follow the green line. Follow the green line all the way from international to domestic. I tell you what, there's a bit of development happening here. This terminal is just so old, run down. Yeah, anyways. The airport's apparently going to be 3 times the size of what it is now in a couple of years. Reminds me a bit of Adelaide, really. Can I jump on? Yes, thanks. That's called being lazy. Boarding time. Check out the weather. English summer. I'm officially waiting here under the shelter until the people get on the plane. I've gone soft. Catching buses instead of walking between terminals and scared of getting wet. I'm going to get bloody wet in the morning. Here we go! Wow, it smells of booze out here. That's just the first thing. Okay, walk down the wooden ramp. I think it's this time over here. Welcome to Kirikiri, which is also called the Bay of Islands because the Bay of Islands are over there somewhere. Anyways, I'm excited. I'm officially about to get into a car and drive on a New Zealand road. Haven't done that for at least a year. Mildly fatigued, 35-minute flight, that was all right. Probably can't see me. Oh, God, now you can. Oh, this thing's so bright. Edit that out. Hi. Keep walking down. Papa Kilo Romeo 11. Okay, that's us. Kia Sportage. Meet New Zealand's fastest car. 2 fastest cars in the world. A rental car and anything I'm driving. All right, let's have some fun. Sit rep. We're going. Oh, crikey. This car feels very weird. Viz.
Slide left towards Waroa Road, then turn left onto Waroa Road.
I don't know what's on there.
Turn left onto Waroa Road.
So the car's cracking the shits because I've got a very heavy bag in the back and it thinks it's a human being. It's alright, these things happen, don't they? Well, hello, we've arrived in Pukenui. Stuff everywhere. Let's get into the room. Apparently my name's on the front door. Let's have a look, eh? Guess I'm kind of a big tail of Pukenui. Here we go. Oh, lovely. Excellent. Alright, we better get ourselves sorted out. That's better, isn't it? Kind of. Alright, we're here. We've got the goods. Should we check out the unit? What have we got? Light, heat. I think they just turned the oven on. Oh my God. Kind of run out of room, haven't I? Look, it's just the basics, really. Nothing flash. Bored and Bankrupt would be extremely happy. Extra doona. Even got a fan down there. Anyways, here we are. All right. I'm gonna have a quick shower. I'm desperate for a cup of tea. We're gonna get gear charged, get ready for the run. So, yeah. Sit rep. It's 11:30. Nearly. I've got to get up at 3:30. Let's do a quick lowdown. We're in the hotel room. We're getting ready for bed. I'm beyond tired. Now, to show the quality information that we present here at Stu's Amazing Race, let me show you from the source, Wikipedia, some of the influence for this mad run across New Zealand tomorrow. Aotearoa. Now, for those who want to go direct to the source, Maui mythology. Maui is a sacred folk hero in Māori culture, and he's also in the name of every camper van you can find in New Zealand too, by the way, but we're doing this one here. This is the mythology we're looking at. Maui slows the sun. Now, when I was a little kid growing up in a place called Taradale, which doesn't sound that Maori at all, but that's the suburb that I lived in Hawke's Bay, I went to a Māori-influenced primary school. There was lots of beautiful Maori culture there, which I thought was fascinating. And every child in primary school will learn about Maui, the legend of Maui, the kind of mischievous folk hero that he is. And one of the things that he did around the foundation of New Zealand and the mythology was that he slowed the sun. And here's the story, according to the wiki, of course. In former days, the sun used to travel quickly across the sky, leaving not enough daylight time for working and eating. Maui proposed to catch the sun and slow it down. So he was a pretty powerful dude. He's going to catch the sun and slow that shit down. Armed with, I can't actually pronounce that, Murawanga Funu's magic jawbone, that's his godmother, by the way, grandmother, and a large amount of rope, so he used a jawbone and rope, Maui and his brothers journeyed to the east and found a pit where the sun god Tama Nui Tia Ra, Tama Nui Tia Ra, slept during the night time. I'm going to get this right. There they tied ropes into a noose around a pit and built a wall of clay to shelter behind. Tama Nui Tia Ra was caught in the noose, and Maui struck him with the jawbone until he surrendered and agreed to travel slowly across the sky. So tomorrow, I'm going to go to Cape Reinga, the most northern point of New Zealand, which is a very sacred place in Maori culture. We'll talk about that tomorrow. And I'm going to try and slow that sun down so that by the time I get all the way down over there somewhere, because that's south, currently facing north, down to Invercargill, down to the bottom of New Zealand at Bluff. We're going to slow that sun down and hopefully see it. We're going to kiss it goodbye. Now, of course, being an ultra spiritual yogi that I am, we'll have to do some sun salutations because it's Surya Namaskar, you know. Anyways, we'll waffle on about that stuff tomorrow. Right now, I need to go to bed. Everything's on charge except me. And yeah, all right, see you in the morning. Oh, man, I sound like an old man. The last thing you want to do on a day like today is hit the snooze button. That would be the end of the world. Oh, morning. Jesus. Even Jesus would be finding this too early in the morning. Okay, 3.5 hours sleep. Let's run the length of New Zealand in one day. Let's do it. Sit rep, breakfast champions. Coffee and an apple. There you go. Now, appreciate watching me eat an apple. It'll be extremely boring content for YouTube, but it gives me an opportunity to talk about my ankle. So, recovering from this tear in my tendon. I'm gonna have to take it easy because being restricted to running half an hour for the last 2 months has not really done me that well in warming up for a half marathon. It's fair to say there is no warm up. The half marathon is the warm up. Anyways, we'll see how it goes, huh? Okay, I think we're getting ready to go. Now, shh, go be quiet.
Items, GoPro, Solomon backpack, jacket, beanie, and
chicken breakfast of champions, blueberry chocolate bar. There you go. All right, let's get out of here. We're off, baby. We're off on the big rock show. We are heading to Cape Reinga. It's 4:30 in the morning. No one's having any fun, but we sure as hell are. So here we go. All right, sit rep. We've arrived at the rendezvous. Let's check it out. great. There's a northerly, and as you can see, there's precip. It's not that cold, which is good. Geez, I'm blind. So I went up the track just about a kilometre up there where I'm about to run. Oh, it's a big hill. This is going to be fun. There's also lots of fog at the moment, mist. Anyway, so all right, let's get the ankle sorted out. Let's get warmed up. We've got 10 minutes and we're running. Yeah, here we go. Stu's Amazing Race, New Zealand. We are off. We're on the hill. Can't see that probably. Doesn't matter. Let's start the run. Here we go. New Zealand in one day. Can it be done? Cape Reinga Bluff. The rain has stopped. The moon is out. That must mean the werewolves are having a tiny fuzz. Okay, I'm feeling positive. At least it's not raining, there's a bit of fog. But can you run the length of New Zealand in one day? Half marathon. Cape to the Bluff. Let's find out. Starting a run on a hill climb is always fun. Particularly when you're a bit out of shape. When you're not half marathon prepared. Anyways, let's might cross over here, a bit safer. All right, we just got through that first hill. Got another one coming up here. So there's 600 meters, 600 feet elevation gain on this run to the Cape. So fun. The other day back in Melbourne, I haven't run a hill. I haven't run a hill in 5 months, and you know, had to do a bit of warm up, running a local hill down the road. But I did precisely 600 feet, just so the body could deal with it. Doesn't sound like much, but when you're coming off a, you know, nearly 6-month hiatus, it's you feel it. All right, here we go. Let's keep it rolling. Moon is beautiful. Just on my 5th hill. Oh, sometimes you got to save your knees and just slow down a little bit and walk up the crest. Ankle's kind of feeling all right. Calf muscle's talking to me. That's all right. It is spooky misty. New Zealand is good with spooky mist. Maybe the myth of Maui is with me. Blessings to Maui. Chasing the sun. Let's slow Mr. Surya down. Slow that Surya must go down. All right, let's keep it going. And this is, of course, why I love running. This is a salute to my mental health, sobriety, and all that sort of good stuff. Yeah, feel alive. 45 going on 46, fully alive. It's gonna be an epic view over here on the way back. Okay, we've arrived at the main car park. So now we get in. One person's already here. Let's head to the entranceway. Let's see what we've got. I've got a visitor centre over here. All right. So the run started down there, I think. That's what we've run. And so we're going to run back. There we go, and there she is. Probably can't see it, the light's in the distance. That's the lighthouse. So let's follow the track. Beautiful moon up there and a planet or two. Australia's over there, my homeland, and Santiago, Chile, it's up there somewhere. You can see the faint sun in the distance, trying to get behind those clouds and all the fog. Where the spirits head home. Now, this is really important for Maori culture, okay? So when the sun comes up, I'll show you it. There is a point just over yonder where in Maori culture, when someone dies, the spirit transfers from this Pohutukawa tree at Cape Rangahau and then travels north to Hawaii or Hawaii, which is where they believe Maori people have originated from. And here is the story. So Kupi is the earliest known voyager from Hawaii, the original home of Māori in the Eastern Pacific. Kupi gave this place the name Te Reinga Wairu. He said he saw it as the point from which the people would return to their distant homeland after death. Many places around New Zealand have names from Kupi's ancient voyages of discovery. Ka ahu Te Wairu. Oh no, Wairua, ki Hawaii. There we go. And of course that's in Māori, which I'm going to bless them by not trying to destroy their language and interpret it. Te reo. All right, we got a sunrise. Oh, I love amazing races. Haha, this is cool. And no one's here too, by the way. Sunrise in the east. Hello, my friends from Santiago, Chile, and Ecuador, and Peru, and all those other places. Maybe Easter Island, Rapa Nui. Of course, if you run in that direction, you'll also run into French Polynesia. All right. This is hashtag cool. So just a little pathway here. Let's follow it down. This is all downhill, which of course means we're going to be doing a bit more uphill running on the way back, isn't it? Never mind. Never give up. Thank you, God, for keeping the rain away. It was much appreciated. Woohoo! Hey! Stu's amazing race. Now, emotionally challenging parts. Last time I was here was with my brother and father, I think. Yeah, it was 1988, or it might have been 89. I can't remember. And given the interesting dynamic relationship between the three of us, it's kind of fitting that we are here, where the two oceans, the currents collide. Tasman Sea meets the Pacific Ocean. And the sunrise, and of course the lighthouse. So for the preparation for this trip, I was trying to find a photograph. My father and brother and I had a photograph just under the signpost here, the infamous signpost. We are officially at the end of Aotearoa, and I wanted to have that. Anyways, if I find it in the mix in the editing, I'll stick it in. But anyways, let's check it out. This is officially the end of New Zealand. Land's End, northern section. Here we go. Where do you want to go? Bluff. We're going there today. Bluff is where we end the race. 1,452 kilometers away. South Pole, Tokyo, Sydney, London, Vancouver, Ecuador. Oh, Equator, you dick. Anyways, LA, going there in a month. Tropic of Capricorn. And that's it. Three Kings Islands, check it out. Abel Tasman sighted this group of 3 islands in 1643. The date was the 6th of January. The 12th day after Christmas, called the, I'm trying to read this upside down, the Feast of February in the Christian Church. Okay, interesting. I thought my life is transformed by that information, but check out the sunrise. Cheers, son. Cheers, Maui. Cheers, water and hydration. Cheers, Cape Reinga. Doing any form of yoga outdoors on uneven ground, wet grass and running gear. Not the easiest, but never mind. It's about the intention that matters, right? A blue sky over the beautiful Pacific. All right, now let's have a chat about the let's break the rules here for a minute. So let's talk about where the Māori spirits go. Oh wow. Now I can see why they've locked it off. Okay, so down here is, I think, the Pahuta Kawa tree. You won't be able to see it because it's just not wide enough, but you should be able to see the island. Yeah, okay, so down there, right, so down there is a beautiful tree on the eastern Pacific side of that rocky outcrop, and that is where all the Māori spirits will pass through on their way back to Hawaii at time of death. So it's kind of fitting for me because personal tidbit, just prior to this trip I officially started the process to end my citizenship of New Zealand. It was a natural death after 40 something years. I have no problems with New Zealand. New Zealand's a beautiful country. Thanks for letting me be part of it, but I've punched the ticket. I'm passing out. My passport comes to an end and I won't need another one. I am very much Australian. That's what my heart and family is, and my beautiful child and soon to be other child. There's a spoiler alert there too. And so for me, this is an ending. This is my ending. I'm passing my soul. I'm not Maori, so I've got to be respectful of the culture, of course, but the soul is passing through. And so I pay homage to all the ancestors and the fun that I've had here, and the blessings and the trials and the tribulations, as I let New Zealand go on this honouring run of running New Zealand in one day. Okay, Cape Reinga is done. Gonna get some little happy snaps on the way out. Check it out. We are heading to Bluff. And I'm not bluffing, we're actually heading to Bluff. Just had a chat to a chap called Warren from South Africa, or actually Rhodesia and then South Africa. We've moved over here and was up here for work in Kaitaia. Anyway, it's nice to have a chat to someone at sunrise. Meeting strangers in faraway places, always warm. The only problem is though, is he's, you know, South African, and he goes to the box, and the box are winning at the moment. It's a shame. Was a nice guy until I found that out. Cooled down a bit now, and my legs are cooled down. I'm back on the hill. Thank you, New Zealand. Thank you for the memories. Thanks for the passport. I don't need it. I politely hand it back. I give it off to the passport spirits and send it off to the universe. Zen epic. Right, let's get out of here. Now, admittedly, as I say that, I'm sure if, you know, there are some people that probably think, well, that's fine, Stu, you're not wanted anyways. And that's okay. Everyone's free to their opinion. No worries, but my heart's very much Australian. Speaking of which, I want to be a bit cheeky today and add another element of risk to this trip. You'll find out more later. We love hills. Oh. Back to the start. Safe journey, Warren.
See you, mate.
All right, here we go. Now, this should be epic. Such a cool coastal road. Of course, it was dark when we arrived. Now it's not. So let's see what we can come up with. See you, mate. It was Warren from Rhodesia in South Africa. Okay, here we go. Let's keep the misty mountain hop going. Time for a bit of Led Zepp. It's just epic. Epic coastline. Zen epic. This is my kind of running. Downhill running. Yeehaw! Great fun. Oh, I love the Amazing Race. I love running. I mean, why just go for a fun run down the local park when you can jump on a plane, fly 3.5 hours, then another half hour, and run to the end of New Zealand or some other beautiful part of this beautiful world. This is what living is about. Get off your bums, get off the Netflix, start living. That's not a judgment, by the way, it's just an observation. Just saying. Checking in with the beautiful flora and fauna of New Zealand. It's great fun. And still, apart from me, still, it's gorgeous. Quick shout out to God, Mother Nature, all the spirits and fairies and shit. Thanks for stopping the rain before and calming the wind down. Sincerely appreciate it. I'll leave you a tip in the tip jar. Yeah, cool. Looks like a slip. I slip you not. I wonder how many bad day jokes I can run between here and Bluff. I suspect quite a few. More sunlight. All right, come to the last section of this run. Here we go. What started on the uphill ends on the downhill. Thank God for that. And where have we come from? We've come from over here. You just get this sort of misty fog, just it's almost translucent, but beautiful energy. I know you can't see it, but the coast is just over here in the distance. It's just epic. Epic anywhere where the land ends. Okay, downhill, let's finish it off. The car has come into view. Don't know what that is on the road. Is that a rabbit? There's a rabbit down there. Abundance, spirit guides. You probably can't see him, he's running away now. Don't be scared. I'm a sacred vegan activist. I will love you and post Instagram shots about you. Don't leave me, rabbit. Oh rabbit, why hast thou? Vegan credentials up the shit again. I do have a rather perverse sense of humour. As soon as I see animals, I instantly go to take the piss out of vegans. I don't know why. I basically am one. I'm certainly as judgmental as one. Not really. Alright, the rabbit's gone. Clearly my short-lived romance with the rabbit sighting has come to an end, but this run's come to an end as well. And we need to make like a rabbit and get the hell out of here. Get it? Haha, dad joke. Oh boy. The run is at an end. Well, this first run anyways. We did that pretty good actually. 7:16. It's about 40 minutes or something to get there. And what time do we leave? 6:40. Yeah, about 30 minutes to get back. Carry 15 for the hills. Here we go. And that is officially one half of a half marathon done. Time to beat the feet and get out of here. Back to the hotel, cleaned up, drive to Bay of Islands Airport. All right, I can see the coastline from here. Oh, and some sheep. Meet my friends Elizabeth and Ryan and their friends and their cousins. Bah. Oh, that was Ryan's doing a pee, that's all right. A lot of sheep in New Zealand, if you didn't know. Beautiful view over there. Okay, enough of this nature crap. All right, let's get out. I love nature. Let's get going. All right, we're rolling, people. Here we go. Yeah, g'day. Okay, we've cleaned up, we've come back to the little unit here. And it's time to depart now. I thought I'd add an element of risk to this trip. Check it out. This is the most offensive jumper you could probably wear in New Zealand, and I'm about to travel the length of New Zealand wearing the Wallabies jumper. Partly because I actually am Australian, though I still, barrack for the All Blacks. Anyways, just to wind up the locals, let's see how many people can hang some shit on me today as I travel from the most northern airport to the most southern airport through the busiest airports of New Zealand wearing a Wallabies jumper. Look, they could be polite and they might just ignore it. Who knows? Anyways, I thought I'd just add that element of risk to the trip. Should we check out and get out of here? Well, g'day. Beautiful Pukenui, the vista, the beautiful boat harbour. So that brings our time here in Northland to an end. We're about to transition now back to Kirikiri, Bay of Islands Airport, and then we'll fly down to Auckland, through Christchurch, and then Invercargill. Yeah, it's a bit, well, the weather's a bit weathery, isn't it, really? I mean, it is kind of still winter going into spring, but anyways, lovely people here. Mark and his wife looked after me here at the Pukenui Motor Lodge, and beautiful run this morning, absolutely gorgeous. Of course, we're going to add the element of risk with the Wallabies jumper. Let's see what happens. I just got a funny look before, so yeah, it's already started. The judgment, not a problem. So for those that don't understand, wearing a Wallabies jumper in All Blacks country is about as offensive as wearing wearing a jumper in Australia saying Australia sucks. Yeah, pretty offensive. So, or driving through the southern states of America with Hillary Clinton for president and man boy love rules and all the rest of it. Anyways, should we beat the feet? Let's do it. Yeah! Some stuff stuff that I can actually play on YouTube on my own channel without getting taken down. So this song is about coming home. Something's on fire. Enjoy.
Something's on fire. Feel my pain through desire. And it's so hard when I don't want to see. My life's on fire. Top of all distance after home I go. Been a long time, I'm afraid, don't you know? Better not fixed in a broken overload. Step outside myself. Oh my.
Alright, sit rep. We just got some fuel here at the BP. What are gas prices? Look at those gas prices! Oh my god. $3.25. Australia, you've moved to New Zealand. And I just played diesel. $2.24 for diesel. A diesel. Because mine's a diesel engine. My son will be kind of laughing at that. Okay, where am I getting out of here? Let's get out of here. Check it out, Spaceship Rentals. That's my kind of rental. All right, we're off to the airport. About 5 minutes away, Bay of Islands Airport. We have managed to make it back. Significantly longer on the way back than the way there. I admittedly obeyed most of the speed laws. None of this $1.30, $1.40 business. It was all $1.80. Anyways, Waipawa. Waipawa is in Central Hawke's Bay. This is Waipawa, I think. Every alarm in the car is going off. It's great. Anyways, nice little drive here in New Zealand today. A bit dry down here. Anyways, we're going to drop the car off, check in, and do some work because I have to pay for these trips somehow. Get on the emails and return some phone calls, admin at the airport, and then the fun will continue. We're going on every aircraft that Air New Zealand has in its fleet today. Well, domestic fleet, that is. Alrighty. Out. Alright. Sit rep. We are at Bay of Islands Airport. The last time I was here was 11 o'clock. It was literally 12 hours ago. 12 hours ago. Amazing race. Let's travel the length of New Zealand wearing a Wallabies jumper. I just got a death stare, a mental death threat from someone in there. Yeah, it's fair to say I'm in a bit of jeopardy. Will I make it to Invercargill in one piece? Will I have the crap beaten out of me? Mugged, stabbed, who knows? They do take rugby quite seriously here. There are 3 religions in New Zealand. Let me tell you about them. 3 religions. The All Blacks, the All Blacks, and the All Blacks. And if you're a non-believer, you're in shit. You're in big trouble. Anyways, thank you Bay of Islands. Thank you Cape Reinga. It's been amazing. Let's jump on a plane and get out of here. What do you reckon? Sit rep. It takes 3 boarding passes to fly from the top to the bottom of New Zealand. Let's go through them. Bay of Islands to Auckland. Auckland to Christchurch. Christchurch, Invercargill. That's right, just a hop, skip and a jump, and we're there. Sit rep. Plans have changed. I haven't even left Kirikiri Airport yet, and the whole thing's fallen over like a house of cards. So the 3 flights I was taking down to Invercargill, went Auckland, Christchurch, Invercargill, all had 1 hour connection in between them. The first flight going down to Auckland, delayed by 35 minutes, and the whole thing falls over. Brilliant. Now, I could have taken a flight earlier this morning that left here at about 9, but it would have meant you would never had a sunrise at Katranga, so I've risked it and it's kind of failed. But anyways, the backup plan in New Zealand, thank you so much for your corporate sponsorship. Not. Anyways, so what we're doing now is we're going to go down to from Auckland down to Queenstown. Now, Queenstown's 2.5 hours drive, about 2.5 hours from Queenstown to Bluff. I'm going to Queenstown tomorrow anyways. That was the plan. Well, that is the plan. So we're now going to fly into Queenstown, pick up the rental car, which I've just changed, and then go back down to go to Bluff, overnight in Invercargill, and then drive back to Queenstown tomorrow. So here we go. There's the new flight. So here we are up in Kirikiri. That's where we were this morning, running to the tip. We've driven back down to Kirikiri. Now we're going to go all the way from here down to Auckland, and we're going to, instead of going down to Christchurch, which of course is there, we're going to overfly that. We're going to fly straight into New Zealand's most scenic airport, which is Queenstown there. And then from Queenstown we're going to drive down here to Bluff. So we were going to fly into Invercargill, which is down there. So we were flying into Invercargill and then driving the 20 minutes down to Bluff, but that's not happening. So plan B, we fly to Queenstown and then do the 2.5 hour drive down to Bluff and then back to Queenstown. Solutions personified, but that's what happens on Stu's Amazing Race. Things are dynamic.
Excuse me, sir. Can you knock your man?
Back into the sheds at Auckland Airport. Such a sophisticated deboarding process. It's been like this bloody years, like 30, 40 years since we've had sheds here. As long as I've been alive anyways. And apparently that's quite a lot. Check it out, all black. Now you know how offensive this is. The chap sitting next to me was not into it. He was not vibing the wallabies. Could have been worse, could have been a South African jumper. Anyways, here we go. Let's try and get another flight to Queenstown. All the up a car, thanks.
What's the surname, please?
Harrison.
Sitting on the deck having a drink at the end of the day.
Sit rep, Queenstown, check out the view. This is the Zen Epic Airport. Yeah, it's epic. I mean, the last time I was in Queenstown was New Year's Eve 1986 going to 1987, which was all of hashtag 6 years ago. And I didn't fly in, we drove in from Tiaonao, I believe. Anyways, I'll waffle on a bit more about that in a minute. The airport's definitely improved since 1986, I know that for sure. All right, let's go and find the rental car. Let's get a coffee, some water, and we're heading to Bluff. We're 2.5 hours away from the bottom of New Zealand. I mean, just to think, this morning I was standing at the tip of New Zealand, at the northern tip. Now we're going down to the bottom. Oh, I think we found the rental cars. Here we go.